Hi
Good evening,
everyone.
everyone.
Good evening. Welcome to the Cuppa Club of a new time, which I think will work for a lot of people. For those who may be homeschooling in the mornings. So Jenny and I thought it would probably be best to do it in the evening, so people kind of sat down, hopefully chilling out and able to watch us. So yeah, welcome. And if this is the first time you've joined us on the Cuppa Club, then let us know what you think. And yeah, it'd be lovely to know that you're on watching with us. So Jenny's in the spotlight tonight. So obviously, for those of you who have watched the Cuppa Club, we have a guest on each week, and it's just all a bit of uplifting, positivity, all well-being, really, isn't it, Jenny? And so we kind of thought we'd kickstart everything off again, obviously with the news, what we've had, and yeah, we put Jenny in the spotlight and ask her some fitness questions. So I know I've got some myself. So if you've got any watching, pop them in the comments, and then we can ask the specialist.
Yeah,
So should we kickstart everything off, Jenny? Shall
yeah.
I go ahead? Yeah. So Jenny, tell us about you. Who is Jenny the trainer, and why do you do what you do?
So, good question. So, it's something I've always been a personal trainer since I started doing this when I was 20. It's literally something I always wanted to be. I literally saw myself when I was younger working with people one-to-one, helping with their fitness, which was completely nuts because it wasn't even a job. It literally wasn't even a job. But I used to love going to fitness classes. Even when I was like 14, I remember going to my local leisure centre, going to do fitness classes, like old school fitness classes. And I absolutely loved it. And the feeling of those endorphins, that feel good factor you get when you've done a really good workout, I was just hooked on. I just absolutely loved it. I wasn't particularly massively sporty, but I loved the feel of exercise. I was really interested in the gym. I was really interested in like looking good, feeling good. I was really inspired by Actually, I was really inspired by some of the athletes on, if you remember it, that film, the game show Gladiators.
Oh, I love the
I used
gladiators.
to love
I
that. That was
love
one of
them.
my
I
really big
love them.
inspirations. I used to love the athletes, love people work,
Yeah,
the competitors.
yeah,
I used to love how fit they were, how strong they were, how amazing
yeah.
they looked, how healthy they looked. I just love the whole thing of being able to be that in control of your body and your mind and your health and your fitness and your well-being. And I just always knew, I know, well, I know more now, that 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 is the key to preventing ourselves from getting ill,
Mm.
having
So
injuries.
important, isn't it?
You know, if we have the most fantastic tool is our brain and our bodies that we own. We are the most sophisticated piece of equipment that we know, and it is so clever. We just have to look after it, and it can do the most magnificent, amazing things. And too many of us don't look after ourselves well enough, and that's what leads me to wanting to help people. I love teaching my groups as well, but what I really love doing is being I suppose I specialize in personal training. Really, I love helping people get to know people, a bit like you, Kirsty. You get to know people, get rapport with people. You can really
Absolutely.
help people, really get to know people, understand people's problems. And that can be lots of different levels, not just kind of losing weight, but all the associated problems with that.
Yeah.
The you know all the other things, the lifestyle problems, the lack of sleep, the poor nutrition, the not enough drinking of water, all of those things. You can just help someone so much. And I
Absolutely.
think in even today's world where everything's kind of online, algorithms, I think that human connection of being with people, we all realise right now how valuable that really is to us. I think that
Absolutely.
combination of kind of that contact with someone and having that kind of friendship, different friendship with someone as well in a way, who you
Yeah.
can really trust, and you can get to know them, and you can help them. You can make such amazing differences on their life,
But
on
so
their fitness.
confidence as
You can
well, isn't it?
convince
Don't you
someone.
think? Do you kind of, when you meet somebody and you've trained them for a while, and I suppose you really see a difference in their confidence as well, because they're feeling better
Yeah,
about themselves, and that comes across differently as well, doesn't it?
it does. It
So
does.
it's a real confidence boost, I think, when it comes to
Yeah, yeah,
both of our jobs really. But I
it
think
does.
fitness alone, I mean, I spoke to you the other day about this. Fitness has got so big over the past year, if not longer, because as a nation we do want to get fitter, but some people just don't know where to start. So if
Mm.
somebody if somebody was overweight, or generally feeling really unhealthy, and really low right now, what would you say? Where would you start them? What would you
Good
say?
question.
Yeah.
You're right. There is so much information out there. There is like information
Mm,
overload, and people used to see a personal trainer for information, and to some
mm,
extent they still do. And I get that personal training isn't for everybody as well, but there is a lot of the ways I can help people as well on that level. But there's information overload sometimes, and we don't really know.
mm,
It's very confusing, um, and that sort of puts you in some kind of paralysis in a way of not quite knowing what to do, so you don't do anything.
yeah.
And so people used to go see a personal trainer for information. Now it's implementation. So now it's kind of doing the right exercises for you, for your goals, doing it properly, getting the best out of that time you have available to exercise, making it super efficient and making it really work for you. But if
Mm,
someone who's out there, who's really confused, or all the information that is available, because you can Google anything, you can YouTube anything.
mm,
I would say just go outside and just start walking. Even if you can do a fast-paced walk outside, you'll feel a million times better.
yeah.
Just 20 minutes you
Yeah.
can do from your house, walk outside. It's probably all you can do right now. But if you can just go out for a walk, but do
Yeah.
it regularly, make it into your daily routine of walking around the block. I talk a lot about habits as well, about trying to have small steps in the right direction, and those small steps build up to massive changes. And
Yeah.
if you can just go out for a walk for say 20 minutes a day,
Mm, yeah.
and that's going to be your habit,
Yeah.
then that gets easy. You say, oh, I can do this, I can do that, that's quite easy for me now. You could do a bit more, you could up the pace, you can go for half an hour, you can work up to an hour, you could maybe join, when we're allowed, join other people who can go for a walk. You can just sort of build things up gradually, and sort of like progressive adaptation of
Mm,
that's also important, of getting, as you get stronger and get fitter, things become easier.
yes. Yeah.
And try and build up from that, just small steps in the right direction. I always
Bit by
talk a
bit.
lot about intentions as well, of instead of having New Year's resolutions of I'm going to run a marathon later in the year, intend to get better at running,
Mm,
intend to have small steps, or walking, whatever it is, small steps of getting in the right direction. And if you're worried about people looking at you when you're out at exercise, please don't, because actually nobody's looking at you. No one, people are too worried about themselves to worry about what you're doing. And nowadays, so many people exercise outside.
mm,
They're often, walking, well, that's walking a dog, it can be doing a little jog, it can be doing some interval training, it can be going on a little bike ride. You can see me out there doing, I took children the other day for a run along the seafront. I was doing step ups, press ups, and dips on the benches. Isabel couldn't quite believe it. She always wanted to disown me. Totally joined in. Isabel was like, what are you doing?
Did you want to do them even
People
more?
are
It was
looking at you.
embarrassable.
But no one, it's a bit like in the gym. People think there are people looking at them. They're not. They're too engaged in what they're doing, or they're looking at their phone. So no
Yeah.
one cares
Yeah.
what you're
So you've
doing.
just got to go with it, haven't you?
Go with it. Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about starting running. So two of my best friends actually run. One's just started, one he's been running for a while now. And every time he puts up a post and they're like, oh yeah, I've run this much. And I'm like, oh, I want to do that. But it's kind of building it up, isn't it? I mean, I walk a lot, but I just feel like you said, baby steps, baby steps.
Yeah.
So,
If you
I will
think to
get
yourself, I'm going to go and run 10K, and from nothing, you're going to feel like a failure quite quickly. But actually, if
yeah,
you start thinking, okay, I'm going to run for 15 minutes, you
yeah,
can do
and then
that.
just
And
build
then
it
you
up.
can have a bit of a walk, and you can maybe run for an extra 5 minutes, and
Yeah.
just increase it gradually over time. And you'll start feeling the benefits of feeling good. You'll feel
Yeah.
more confident. You'll start looking a bit better. You'll look a bit healthier. You'll have a nice, healthy glow about you.
Mm,
And you have that confidence to go and do a bit more, and you'll enjoy it and feel good hormones of doing stuff and getting in the fresh
yeah,
air. It's
it
quite
does
cold
make you
right
feel
now.
better.
But you'll just start feeling good.
With your YouTube YouTube channel, Jenny, you've got lots of different exercises on there. How do you get the best of your exercise program? So if someone was to go onto your YouTube channel this evening or tomorrow, what would you suggest they kind of go for first, or is there like a step by step, or what would you recommend?
Good question. That's another good question, actually. On my YouTube channel, I've got a few different workouts. So there's a couple of, I'm going to be adding more to it as well, by the way, but I have been adding some indoor power walking sessions. So when it's been quite cold and wet outside, you can literally stand in your lounge and do some indoor power walking. And I do some intervals. So you can do power walking with exercises. So some of it's with toning, some of it's just for fat burning. I've got one for about 20 minutes. That'd be a really nice way to start. But I've also got in there a series called Toned in 10, which is short. Most of them, they're all aimed actually more at beginners at the moment. They're short exercise programs between 10 to 15 minutes. I do start talking a bit, and there is a warm up and there is a cool down. So it ends up being a bit longer than 10 minutes, but it's 10 minutes of actual toning exercises. And they're working on one body part. So one will be just about your bum. So it's just a program just for your glutes. Perfect. If you're going to want to work on your abs, you can work just on your abs. If you want to work on your thighs, just on your thighs. So it's pick a mix style. So you could add a bit of the one of the work on your bum and a bit of the abs.
Love that. I love that. Love the abs.
But the important thing is that the most out of your exercise routine, your exercise program, is to do it consistently. The only thing that gets results, a bit like doing with things with skincare, isn't it?
It's the commitment.
It's doing things consistently. You don't just do it once and expect to have results. You have to do it consistently. That's what I design these workouts for. So they're short, easy to do at home. They don't need any equipment. I've just been filming some with equipment, actually, saying that. I did one the other day with the thick elastic bands.
Oh, I like the band.
Yeah, it's a good one. My bum was killing after, actually. That wasn't a beginner's one at all. That was a bit harder, but I then got sidetracked by the lockdown. So I will be doing more of those. They're very short, easy to do at home, focused, concentrated exercises. And I'm a personal trainer. That's what I do. I help people with their exercises, and that's what I've designed them for. And if you can do them easily, do them at home with minimal equipment or effort, that's what makes you do it regularly. That's what gets results in the long term. So that's what I've designed these workouts for.
Perfect. With we're obviously Christmas not long ago. A lot of us are kind of feeling a little bit podgy around the tummy area as well. Thinking, oh, we've overeaten, which is completely understandable. It's Christmas, and you know what's going on at the moment. But is there any exercise that you would recommend for kind of concentrating on the tummy area? Would that be like a fat burning exercise?
Yeah, if it's fat you want to lose, if it's like an extra layer of fat you've got,
Christmas food.
A lot of that is going to be looking at food as well. So a bit more looking to being into a calorie deficit to lose fat. But any exercise will help burn the fat. So just try and up your your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It sounds like a long name. That's things like walking, running after children, daily activities. You can up that, running up and down the stairs. That's that. But also, any exercise to raise your metabolism as well, really. So you can do a mixture of some cardio stuff, some weight-based exercises as well. All of those things, really. But yeah, to lose fat, it's more kind of food and exercise, and then you can sort of work. Once you've lost the fat, you then can see what you're left with underneath. You can see, all right, I can then start toning up a bit more. And that's what a lot of people come to us for, isn't it? And they've lost a lot of weight. They want the skin tightening, toning, then looking good. But I think if you've got a goal of wanting to lose weight, definitely lose the weight first, and then start upping it on the toning and that side.
Perfect. I'm just seeing a message from Kerry. Now, Kerry is my lovely friend. I've known for years and years now. So she's mentioned, I've managed a 10-mile in 3 days, chasing my son on his scooter and pushing the pushchair. So that's brilliant.
That's good, isn't it? I'll bring that up.
And then she's mentioned, she's got 2 adorable children. And then she's also said, saw the power walk one, obviously on your YouTube channel, that must have been, on my list for tomorrow. Amazing. Let us know how you get on, Kerry.
I would enjoy that. It's a nice one.
Absolutely. Now, there is one question that I wanted to ask you, Jenny. about stress eating. Now, I don't know about anyone who's watching. Anyone watching? Do you find yourself stress eating at the moment? I know I do. Well, this will lead on to my other question in a minute, actually. So, yeah, stress eating. How can you get out of stress eating? I mean, is it, you can carry on snacking, but just do more of a like nuts and things rather than what would you suggest?
Yes. So stress eating is a behaviour that some people do. Some people, when they're stressed, don't eat anything at all. Some people do start grabbing the old chocolate, sweets, wine, you name it. And it's important to recognise that about yourself, isn't it? If you know that, and if it fits in with your goals, if you're trying to lose weight, for example, and you're constantly wanting to stress eat, obviously that's not going to help you. So recognise the behaviour, recognise that if you get stressed, upset, feeling a bit low, whatever the emotion is that makes you then trigger to snack and eat, recognise it, and then just stop, just hold off before you go and grab the snacks. Because in that gap between the stimulus of wanting of the stress, the stressor, to the reaction to go to grab something is a gap. There is a gap. If there isn't a gap, make one. That's why I say stop. There is a gap. In that gap is your power to make a choice of, do you go and get the chocolate and pour a large glass of wine, or do you need to go and do something else? Do you need to go and have a walk or have some water? Do you need to change the behavior you're doing? Do something else. What we're looking for in that case is looking for a hit of dopamine to make us feel better. Because dopamine is a feel-good hormone, and when we eat something yummy, that's what it gives us. That's what the brain is looking for somewhere along the line, and it's that kind of chemical, that kind of wiring, which is quite hardwired into our body.
I must admit, reasons, really. When I've been stressed, obviously lockdown, closing my business again, I feel that when I do feel stressed, I have taken Coco out for an extra walk, and it does make you feel better. It does. It does.
Yeah, that's
in the past. Yeah, and I just know in the past when I've been a bit stressed with the announcements coming out and XYZ, so it's just been a bit like, right, in the cupboard, I'm in the fridge, and I'm like, oh, I'm not even hungry. So, like you said, the walking is a really, really good. It's really good advice.
Yeah, it's definitely changing that feedback loop, is it, that behavioural pattern?
Yeah, and
like you said, recognise it. Some people, I can do that even realising, actually, if I'm getting wound up by the children or something, I'll literally walk straight to go and find some chocolate. It's that quick, thinking there is no gap. But there is a gap, so we can try and recognise it and try and change the behaviour. But that's what it's understanding the science behind it too. Sometimes is thinking the brain's looking for that chemical hit of dopamine to make you feel better and lower the stress levels, but you can do that by other ways as well. Now I know it's hard, thinking you don't really want to do a walk, you want to go and eat a bar of chocolate. I get it, I completely get it. So yeah, it's kind of a pattern we need to kind of recognise and change and do something else, but it's a big one at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a little bit harder if you're a sweet tooth, if you've got a sweet tooth as well. It's a little bit difficult, isn't it? I've got a bit of a sweet tooth, and it's really difficult.
Some people are more savoury, aren't they? Some people are more kind of the crisps and the hummus and the dips and the cheese.
Yeah.
I'm definitely more sweet as well. I'm a bit more like chocolate biscuits and
just chocolate all the way through. Yeah. Do you know, I don't drink a lot of alcohol, so in my trolley, I remember seeing a school teacher in Sainsbury's, and you always see people when you've got rubbish in your trolley. You never see anybody when you've got all healthy fruits and veg and everything, isn't it? It's always when you've got the wine or chocolate, crisps. And I remember seeing her. I was just like, "Hi, please don't look at my trolley." She was like, "Oh, it's not mine." It's like, oh God, it's always the way. Oh dear. So what's coming up for you, Jenny? Obviously, you kickstarting your YouTube channel. Is that Train with Jenny? So if you go on Google, type in Train with Jenny.
Yes, I'm trying to do everything over to Train with Jenny. I need to change my Facebook, and hasn't changed yet. But yeah, I'm trying everything Train with Jenny.
Perfect.
And I've got my YouTube channel. I've got all my YouTube videos on there. I've got a new program that I did start on Monday, then got sidetracked by lockdown and then homeschooling. It's going to be a 5-day workout course. So you can find that on there. That's using small equipment that you've got at home, or you may have got for Christmas. So using things like just one set of dumbbells, a step. I've done one using a thick stretchy band already. And then the stretchy band as well. So all things you can do with a few bits of equipment at home that you might have around that you don't know quite what to do with. So it's a whole kind of range on that. We've got the members club, which is Stronger Together, lifestyles.com. That's like an online membership program for people where you can do classes.
And you've got your PE with PE with Jenny
Yes,
on a
and I've
Thursday
just
morning.
started today PE with me and my children, Isabel and Toby. We're doing it together, and we're doing it twice a week on a Tuesday and Thursday. The other days I'm already working, but I can do Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:35. So you can join us on my YouTube channel, Train with Jenny. We're live on there.
Amazing.
My
Kerry, if you're
first
still
live
watching,
today actually, and that went well. So I didn't know actually even how to do a live on YouTube until today.
There you go. You've learnt something new.
Every day's a school day.
If Kerry's still watching, you're still watching, Kerry. Seb and Phoebe would love Jenny's PE. It's kind of concentrated in lower, preschool children as well, isn't it? So
Yes, so it's younger children, like primary and under. Yeah. So it's moves that we can do to help increase our aerobic fitness, strength, balance, coordination. And I finished it off today with a stretch and talk about what some of the muscles were called, and a bit of mindfulness as well. So with some breathing techniques to help calm ourselves and be a bit calmer. And also I asked them to make sure they looked after their grown-ups. And so I asked them to do a few jobs for me. And I'm going to try every session. I'm going to ask them to do like one little task for me. I'll let you into a secret. On the next one I'm doing is Tuesday. I'm going to ask the children all to ring up either one of their grandparents or an aunt or an uncle or someone who's on their own and read to them for 10 minutes. That's going to be their job on Tuesday.
How lovely.
So I'm trying to make it more appropriate for younger children who are primary school and under.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. Really nice. So you've got lots of things going on at the moment. So you are very busy.
Yes. And I'm just trying to build my kind of online presence in general, really. So hence I'm doing more on social media, because before lockdowns, I was very visible.
Before lockdown, do you remember that?
Yeah, before lockdown. There's the times now, isn't it? Before lockdown, after lockdown.
I just think.
So I'm just trying to get out there a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's amazing. If people are still watching this and they're still a bit unsure about which program they do on your YouTube channel or what is going to be best for them, can they just give you can they send you a quick message through like Instagram, your Facebook page?
Yeah.
Your advice?
Either of those on my Facebook page or Instagram or that's the best way really, to send me a message or write to me on one of my pages or something. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. I don't tend to use my personal one, but if you want to go on my my business page we're talking to now, or my Instagram, do send me a message. Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. And then again, obviously they can pop some comments down in this video as well. So they can ask you any fitness questions. Amazing. Yes. Amazing. I think I've had a look at your YouTube channel and I think it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. And like I said, I just think as a nation we are getting fitter now. We are looking after ourselves a bit more, and I think it's really important to kind of really look at what we're eating and the exercise that we're doing. And like you said, for older people who aren't going out as much at the moment, they can just do the walking exercise, which you've mentioned, and building that up as well, but step by step. That will really help them mentally as well as physically. And I think it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So thank you, Jenny. Thank you very much.
That's what I love to do.
Thank you. So we're back on the Cuppa Club next Thursday.
Yes.
Because this is our slotted time now, isn't it? This is our new time of 8:30. And I'm looking forward to carrying this on as well. I think it's quite.
Yes, Cuppa Club returns. We want to a new season. New season of Cuppa Clubs with special guests.
Yeah.
All things health, wellness, well-being, getting through life in general.
Yeah. Just bringing lots of positivity and
Lots of positivity. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Amazing. Thank you very
Lovely.
much.
Well, thank you, Kirsty.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I've loved our chat, and I think if anybody, like I said, guys, if you're watching or if you're watching back, then just pop a little comment in for Jenny if you are thinking about getting into fitness, and she'd be more than happy to help you.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. I think we'll jump on another live before next Thursday, won't we? I think we'll jump on.
We're bound to be live before then.
Yeah, we'll come say hi, and then we can. We'll be back next Thursday.
Great.
Perfect. Thanks, Jenny.
Okay, thanks,
everybody
Kirsty.
who's
Bye,
watching.
everyone.
Take care, everybody. Bye.